Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? March 8th, there were 7 games. I'm going to review those scores, and then we'll get on to the new week, March 9th, and we'll do some picks. There's 5 games for the 9th. But first, we'll do a quick review. Carolina went into Pittsburgh and won 6-2. It made me smile. It was a good game, actually. Tampa and Detroit. Detroit had a 4-2 lead. I thought Tampa was out of it. They fought back. They pushed the game into overtime. I thought they were going to win. But Detroit, they powered through and they won in overtime 5-4. Vegas went into Calgary, won 5-3. St. Louis swept Chicago. They won 2-0. Minnesota, Anaheim, that game got pushed into overtime. Minnesota ended up winning 4-3. Columbus, 2 points for Columbus, beating Vancouver 2-1. And then Colorado beat San Jose 4-3. So it was a really good Sunday, actually. A great way to end the weekend. My best bet went through. Vegas beat Calgary. So I got a little better, 9 out of 10 current 1-game winning streak. I was 5-2 for the day, and 3 out of the 5 bets that I listed hit. The Columbus money line at plus 130 hit. The Vegas puck line at plus 210 hit. And the Tampa Detroit over 5.5 hit at minus 120. The other 2 didn't hit, but the bank account grew. So whenever you have a positive day in the bank account, it's a good day. And I hope a lot of other people had a good Sunday as well. But we'll get on to the picks here for Monday, March 9th. Washington against Buffalo. Buffalo's 3-7-0 current 6-game losing streak. Allmark is listed as probable for Buffalo. Their last game was a 3-1 loss to the Flyers. Washington is 4-4-2 in their last 10. Current 1-game losing streak. Tied first in the Metropolitan. And Holtby is listed as probable for Washington. Their last game was a 5-2 win over Pittsburgh. Capitals lead the season series with a 6-1 victory back in November. Buffalo is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games at home, but 0-6 straight up in their last 6 games due to a shitty road trip. And you know, if you watched any of the Buffalo Flyers game, Buffalo didn't play, nor did they look like a team that should be on a 6-game losing streak. They outshot the Flyers 39-24, so they were putting pucks on the net. They just couldn't find a way to get it in the net. And I think that might change. I don't know. I like the fact that they're at home. I know Washington's a together team, and they looked really good against Pittsburgh too. But I'm going to pick Buffalo here to beat Washington in Buffalo. Second game, we've got Arizona against Winnipeg. Winnipeg 6-3-1 in their last 10, current 2-game winning streak. Tied for second wildcard position. Hellebuck is listed as probable, and their last game was a 4-0 win against the Golden Knights. Arizona is 5-5-0 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak, 2 points behind the Jets, and Kemper is listed as probable. Their last game was a 3-2 loss to the Flames. The last time these teams played each other was back in October. Arizona won that game 4-2. They lead the season series 1-0. Winnipeg looked like a Stanley Cup contender when they were playing Vegas the other night, and if you combine that with the fact that they have more injured bodies coming back into the lineup, giving their lineup more depth, more strength. And you look at the fact that Arizona are 1-10 straight up in their last 11 games when playing on the road against Winnipeg, and they're 2-11 straight up in their last 13 games on the road. I think Winnipeg has too much going on in the right direction. They're trending. I mean, they got leapfrogged by Minnesota because Minnesota won today. So now they got to fight to stay in the race and keep these points going. They got good goaltending. They got some good lines. I got to take Winnipeg here. I'm going to take Winnipeg as my second pick to beat Arizona. Third game, Florida against St. Louis. St. Louis 9-1-0 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak. First in the Central, and Binnington is listed as probable for St. Louis. Their last game was a 2-1 win or a 2-0 win over Chicago. Florida's 4-4-2 in their last 10. Current 1-game winning streak, 3 points out of a wild card position. And Drieger is listed as probable for Florida. Last game was a 4-1 win over Montreal. These teams haven't played each other yet this season. I think the line's sitting at 6.5. I'm going to lean towards an under here. And part of that is based on if you watch the Florida game, Florida's playing desperation hockey. I mean, the amount of shots that they stood in front of was unreal. I'm sure they're in pain, but they're playing desperation hockey. At the same time, St. Louis is a very strong home team. I mean, St. Louis back home, they're 23-6-5 at home. So I have to stay with the strong home team here. I went against them yesterday and it bit me in the ass. I'm going to go St. Louis to beat Florida at home for my third pick. Fourth game, we've got Vegas against Edmonton. Edmonton 5-3-2 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. Second in the Pacific. Koskinen is listed as probable, and their last game was a 4-1 win over Columbus. Vegas 8-2-0 in their last 10, current 1-game winning streak. First in the Pacific. Leonard is probable for Vegas, and their last game was a 5-3 win over the Flames. Each team has won a game this season. Oilers 4-2 in November, and then the Knights 3-0 in February. Leonard is 3-0 since he's put on a Vegas Golden Knights uniform. So he's got a great record there. And at the same time, Koskinen has stopped 97 of 99 shots in his last 3 games. The Oilers have the top power play at 29.6%. And that's concerning for Vegas, I think, when you look at the fact that Vegas has allowed 5 power play goals in the last 4 games. If these two projected goalies play tomorrow, this could be a really good game if you're into goalies and if you put value on that. But I think these could be 2 of the top goalies in the NHL right now. I'm going to take Edmonton, though, another home team. Edmonton to beat Vegas. They're rested. They got a lot of firepower. I just see Edmonton winning that game. 5th and last game, Colorado and Los Angeles. Maybe one of the trickiest ones, I think, to pick here on Monday, but Los Angeles 7-2-1 in their last 10, current 5-game winning streak. Peterson is listed as probable for Los Angeles, and their last game was a 7-3 win against Minnesota. Colorado 8-1-1, current 1-game winning streak. Second in the Central, Hutchinson is listed as probable, and their last game was a 4-3 win against San Jose. Game apiece between these two teams as well. Kings 3-1 early in February, and then the Avalanche 2-1 later in February. This game's going to determine who wins the series. Colorado is such a strong road team with a 24-10-2 record this season and 10-1 in their last 11 on the road. The Kings, though, have probably been the best spoiler team in the NHL right now, and they're going to be looking for win number 6. I mean, I know I've bet against them before and it's bit me, but I just can't go with Los Angeles. I mean, I keep saying there's a reason they're in last place, and I just look to Colorado, strong road team, to snap this winning streak from this last place Los Angeles Kings. 5th pick, I'm going to go Colorado to beat Los Angeles. So I'll review the picks quick. Probably my biggest upset, I'm going to take Buffalo to beat Washington at home. I'm going to take Winnipeg to beat Arizona. I'm going to take St. Louis to beat Florida. I'm going to take Edmonton to beat Vegas. I'm going to take Colorado to beat Los Angeles. My best bet, I'm going to make the Winnipeg game. Winnipeg to beat Arizona as my best bet. And congrats, Raj, on your capper comparison video. I think on your board, you got all 4 right. And at the end of the video, I think you said you were going to place bets on all 4 games individually and then parlay them all. And if you did that, I'm sure you were smiling at the end of the night. So congrats. For the bets, I'm going to lay tomorrow. I'm going to go Buffalo money line plus 150. I'm going to go Jets puck line plus 200. I'm going to go Oilers money line minus 120. I'm going to parlay those 3 and place a wager there. And then I'll do a separate wager. I think the Arizona Jets game is going to go over 5.5 at minus 110. And that's what I'm going to do, and I hope I have a great week. I hope everyone's week starts off well. Good luck with your picks, and thanks for watching.